YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is City of Gangsters Strategy and Tactics Quick Tip. So today, this episode actually is coming in the middle of my initial playthrough, but I figured I'd make it a short, standalone episode because I wanted to cover this particular subject in more detail. So that way you could watch this episode independent of the whole series and still get the goodies, and if you're watching the series, this episode fits right in where episode 4 would be. And if you want to see the series that I am referring to see how we got to this point, I'll have a link at in the end card for the start of the playlist. But anyway, today's topic is delivery routes. So our focus, our laser focus here is going to be here on Milton Gilroy, who is currently driving our first truck. We've got two different operations going here. We've got brick wine and homemade booze operating here, and we want to get this delivery route to sort of automate both the distribution of our alcohol as well as the collection of more crocks, as well as ferrying raw materials over to their various places so that our production facilities can keep cranking the stuff out. And that basically would leave our main gangster here, Shona, or JC Bellamy here, well, Shona JC Bellamy, to go exploring, because we haven't done much of that right now. So here is how you do it. And here's some tips on some of the nuances that you want to pick up on here. So to start things off, we go to deliveries, we set up a new delivery, and then we click on here. We want to assign a vehicle, and we want Milton Gilroy. So that way the game knows that this guy's going to be driving it, and we're going to be doing the pickup truck. All right, so we start our next step. So we are here on the block with our thing here. So one of the things that this place has, obviously, is going to have some crocks of wine. Not all the time, but it'll have it on occasion, depending on where we are in the production cycle. So first things first, we want to pick up storage, not drop off, storage pickup, and we want to tell it to pick up brick wine. And we want to pick up as much as possible. Now we've picked up that. Now what's the next thing we want to do? Well, we do have some malt syrup in here that occasionally makes its way here. I do a repeatable quest that puts the syrup here. We need to move the syrup over here because it's the beer that wants the syrup. So we are going to pick up as much malt syrup as we can. But we do that after the wine. I want the wine first, and then whatever's left in the truck, we can pick that up. Boom. So now we've got the wine, we've got the syrup. Now we move over to our next thing here. So we have, just to give you a lay of the land here, we've got a bunch of wine buyers along here. We have a bunch of homemade beer buyers along this sort of snaking path here. And then we will have stoneware crocks scattered around up here. So we want to sort of make an optimized route to both drop off the booze and pick that stuff up. So first things first, we want to go over here and we want to sell some of our wine because that'll make some room in our case here. So next step is going to be sell resources, brick wine, and now it's important that you go along here. And what you can do is it'll zoom you to the place, and this is the place we want, Ernest Auto Body Shop. So we will add that. We also want to drop off resources, storage drop off, and we want to drop off all of our malt syrup to the Lily Dairy here. So we will add that step. Now we have a little bit more booze to drop off here. There's some more, this place up here, Expert Auto Service, also buy some of our wines. So we will sell resources. Oops. brick wine to the expert auto service. So that should give us some cash on hand, because you want to keep in mind how much cash you have in hand. So now we want to go and start buying some crocs while we're in this neighborhood. So we will do buy crocs, and I believe it's Hamlin's Pastries is up here. So yeah, we want to go up here, grab some crocs from here. Now, if we go back down here to Expert Auto Service, I know for a fact Expert Auto Service also sells crocs. So we will spin by here, pick those up. We will then also spin by here and pick up stoneware crocs, because there's another place right here, Ernest's Auto Body Shop. The same place that are buying our booze, we're buying crocs from them. Excellent. Now, all that's well and good, but now we want to drop the crocs off here at the dairy, because we want those crocs to be deposited so that our place can make use of them. So, Lily Dairy, drop off stoneware crocs. Excellent. Now, if there's any beer here, if it's finished its production cycle, we obviously want to pick that up so we can distribute it. So we want to do a storage pickup. And we want homemade beer from Lily Dairy. Make sure you're selecting the correct place that you're picking up from. Now we need to go and start selling all this beer, and also picking up more crocs. So if we go to the homemade beer, there's actually this place actually takes the homemade beer. So we will do first things first, sell resources. Homemade beer to the not Station Auto Body Shop, Ernst Auto Body Shop. There we go. So that's our first place. We can also spin by over here. What are you? Mildred Station Deli. So sell resources. Mildred Station Deli, so we're up in the same neighborhood. Excellent. Now, next aspect here. Again, always good to just play with these views. And yeah, it seems kind of long and tedious to set up these routes initially, but once you've set them up, you're golden. They'll keep doing their thing. All right, so not too much beer to be sold. We can also start looking for crocs. We've already bought the crocs from here, so we want to sell. If we have beer left over, we can sell it up here, and then go on a croc buying spree here. Yeah, we can spin by here. All right, so our next thing is going to sell resources, because we want to empty out the truck as much as possible from crocs, so that we have our things here, room for these. Homemade beer. No, we want Station Auto Body. There we go. Now let's buy resources. Crocs. Not Cafe Dublin. Yeah, Central Warehouse and Storage is a good good first spot. Then we want to. We also want to buy resources, malt syrup, because there's one malt syrup place, the same place, the Central Warehouse and Storage. So we want to buy malt syrup while we're here. Load that into the truck. We then want to, yeah, let's pick up from Forest Pharmacy. And then what else did we have for the crocs? We have one more stoneware croc place that's in line here. So stoneware crocs. Not that's Cafe Dublin. It's a little out of the way. Not the auto body. Not Expert Auto Service. Hamlin's Pastries, the one up north. Oh, that's just the delivery route. Never mind. Derp. So we're good. We have our malt syrup. We have our crocks. And then we head back to and repeat that. Now, the last thing we want to do is drop off the crocks that we've picked up into here. So we want to storage drop off, and we want to drop off our stoneware crocks. We also want to drop off all. We want to drop off our storage. Drop off our cash. We don't want to. Well, we don't want to set a ensure cash on hand. Exactly $200 is what we want. So that should drop off our cash at the fruit market if we have anything excess. That way, you know, because we're not turning all the stuff we sell on here into that, and then that should start repeating this. So we should be good to go. And that, my friends, is setting up a large, complex route to service a couple of businesses. So I hope that helps you. I hope that you find that useful. And now we don't have to worry about manually manipulating this guy around. He will keep our empire flowing in both crocks, and that you may want to monitor the levels of materials in your various buildings just to make sure that you're hitting all your production cycles. But if you need to make a tweak, you can make a tweak. And then now you're free to do everything you want with your other members in here. And again, always it's best to use a truck when setting up these routes because the truck can hold so much more. I hope you found it useful. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!